All right, fellas, today we're talking body game once again. But listen, I wanted to talk about this because people keep asking me this shit, and I keep getting these DMs on Instagram as well. People keep wondering shit like, how do I know I'm on body game? How do I know I'm on body game? First of all, if you have to ask that shit, you're not on fucking body game. That's number one. But let me tell you, like some of the moments that I realized that I was, like I was starting to become that dude to get on body game, to get in better shape, and to get that unique look and shit like that, man. Let's just start with today. You feel me? This is something that happens all the time though. But like, I was in a taxi and they're like, dude thought I was like a movie star or like a footballer or some shit. He's like, yeah, you definitely play soccer. You definitely play soccer. I was like, dude, I don't play soccer. He's like, literally, he kept saying I play soccer. By the end of that conversation, I thought I was a soccer player, bro. I thought I was a professional soccer player. And I've had scenarios where, especially in college towns, where they're like, oh my God, are you a football player? And they say stuff like that. And I tell them no, but by the end of the conversation, I literally think I'm a football player because they keep telling me I'm one. Like, you're gonna have a lot of those scenarios. People are gonna look at you. People are gonna ask you, oh my God, what do you do for this? Oh my God, do you eat strict? Like, your friends are gonna start to ask you like, hey, you trying to come out with us? And then they'll be like, I know you eat like super strict, bro, because like we can tell. Like, they're gonna say, people are gonna start saying shit like, dude, do you like, you don't season your foods, right? And you're probably like, you don't eat carbs, right? And you only eat like once a day probably, right? Yeah, man. And you do like every other day fast. Like, people are gonna start asking you that shit, right? But as far as like when you go out in public, a lot of the conversations are gonna start to revolve around, what do you do? Like, what do you do for a living? And people will be more interested in conversing with you than when you're not on body game. When I'm not on body game, people don't want to fucking talk to me. They're like, dude, please get the fuck away from me. Best believe, especially if you like pull up on a chick not on body game, they're like, this motherfucker better be, sending me something to my Cash App, bro. He better be sending something to my Cash App. That's how they think. Versus when you're on body game, you see what I'm saying? Like, you pull up to a chick and they're more receptive. They're like, okay, this dude looks like something, right? Because here's the thing. When you think of movie stars, when you think of celebrities, when you think of athletes, like your favorite athletes, your favorite celebrities, all that stuff, they're all in fucking shape, obviously. Like, look at OBJ. He's in shape. Look at Stephon Diggs. They're in shape. All those dudes are in shape. That's who that prototype is. Like, that's who you think of when you think of people who are in shape. So when people see you, you're in shape. The thing is, nobody really gives a fuck about fitness. Let's be honest. Like, in the real world, like in the comment section, I appreciate y'all. Everyone who says like, yo, I'm on body game, and you guys actually have profile pictures and you guys are actually on body game. Shout out to y'all. And then those of you guys who are like, oh, I'm only halfway through my journey, but I'm getting results. You're already there, bro. You're already there. So start thinking like you're already there, because you're starting to see that. You're starting to notice that shit because you're on the path, right? You're on the right path. It's the energy you're flowing in. It's the vibration you're flowing. And so keep going, and don't be downplaying your success. Like, I only lost it. Nah, nigga, you did more than most people do. But nobody fucking gives a fuck about fitness. So when people see that you're lean, they're like, oh, okay, he has to have a reason, because there ain't no way he's actually just taking care of his health. So they're always like, okay, you're probably a footballer, you're probably this, you're probably that. But a lot of conversations will start to revolve around that, right? Period. Like I always say, like it doesn't matter if, because obviously it happened a lot more in America for me, because I mean I'm up at weird times here, but every time I like go to the gym here or something, or I'm in the taxi or something, they always start like interrogating me, trying to figure out like, okay, this dude got to be like some kind of footballer or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I got this $5 shirt at the mall. I'm always wearing a $5 shirt, bro. Sometimes I feel like really thugging it out and like splurging. I might wear a $10 shirt, bro, which is crazy for me. But yeah, I'm always wearing something simple like that, man. It's just the shoulder to waist ratio and shit like that. In the Discord, I'll talk more about like finding your look and phenotypes and shit like that, because that's just that's like a whole different thing. That's way too long. But anyways, yeah, man, like you're gonna know your own body game, man. When you're talking to chicks and shit like that, the interest will be different. Like, you'll notice the fucking difference. The reason I talk about this shit, and the reason I'm cool talking about this shit, is because I'm not as lean as, like I said, I'm not as lean as my homeboys and my brothers and shit. Like, and they all have better physiques than me. I got homeboys who are just 7% year round, 8% year round, 10% year round, 12%, but like way more muscle than me. So it's like, when I talk about this shit, and I got homeboys that are Ivy pros, when I talk about this shit, I'm literally, out of all my homies, the least qualified to talk about it. But the fact that I've experienced this stuff, and I'm not even the leanest out of all of us, it's like, I'm the least lean out of all of us, is what I meant to say, right? And they all have better physiques than me. The fact that this stuff is happening to me, it just goes to show the power of just like getting into better shape, bettering your life. But the thing is, everything in life improves at that point. I know a lot of you guys say, goofy shit because you guys have low standards. You'll be like, oh, you can't maintain 10 to 12% year round. You can do what the fuck you think you can do. You just set your expectations and you can do it. All right, you can do it. Like when you start thinking about it, because a lot of people are like, you can't do that. You can't maintain 10 to 12%. I'll be cool with like 20 or 18 or some shit like that. When you aim for mediocrity, you never even get to that point. Like if you're aiming to a lot of people who aim to maintain at 15, right? By the time they get to 20, they get comfortable. They're like, I'm close enough, and they go right back up to 25. All right. Now I know, like I said, you don't think 10 to 12% is healthy year round and shit like that. It really just depends on how much sunlight you're getting. Vitamins and supplements, your test levels and all that shit, which if you're eating high fats and you're eating healthy food, you'll be fine. All right. Anyways, the same people who say that they're comfortable being 40 to 50% year round, 30% year round, is that healthy? No, you're fucking at risk for type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and you're on blood pressure medication. So it's healthier to be on blood pressure medication than to be, quote unquote, too lean. Maybe that's too lean in your head, right? But it all goes back to what your expectations are. All right. I was listening to Maximum Achievement, and he was talking about expectations, but it also took him a long time. It took him like 20 years for him to get out of that mindset of negative lack mindset when it comes to money, and we all grow up in that aspect where it was like our parents would be like, I don't have money for this, I don't have money for that, and then like throughout your life you have to get a more abundance mindset regarding money. It's the same way regarding fitness. Like when you grow up, your parents are like, you have to eat till you're full, you have to eat this, you have to eat that, and then you're going to school, you're eating pizza with fucking milk. You're eating goofy shit. That's literally the goofiest lunch of all time. Go to lunch, kids. Pizza with milk and maybe a cookie. What the fuck is that, bro? Goofy ass food. So you have no concept of nutrition by the time you're like 18, right? Then you go to college, you just eat whatever in the cafeteria, some fried shit. Then you're 22, you have no concept of nutrition. So learning nutrition, right, is literally like that's basically the basis of all of this, but also setting expectations for yourself that you're going to stay lean and eat these foods and stay away from the goofy foods, and you're going to be locked in, you're going to be the leanest version of yourself. That's why you do affirmations, right? Affirmations plus action, that's how you manifest. You don't just do the affirmations, obviously, but when you set those expectations that I'm gonna lock in and actually execute for this 6 months of nutrition, and then after 6 months it becomes a year, and then it's just second nature. Like obviously on the way to 6 months it becomes second nature. That's the point of it. All right, that's why you set those goals. But yeah, man, like I know a lot of you guys be saying shit like, hey, how do you know I'm BodyGame? Like, bro, when you meet up with a chick, she's gonna be feeling on your muscles, bro. That's BodyGame right there. It's very simple. Like the marketplace determines your value, not me, not somebody else. All right, the marketplace determines your value. So when you go out, you're gonna see different responses because you're a rarity. It is what it is. When you see a Lamborghini, I don't care. Even if you live in Miami, you're still gonna fucking be looking at Lamborghinis like this. After a while, you'll be like, okay, that's a Lambo. But when you see a Lamborghini for the first time, you all see it on social media, but in real life, that's different. Like on social media, like everyone has a Lamborghini. Go out into the real world. Nobody fucking has one, bro. So when you go out in the real world and you see a Lamborghini, you're like, yo, that looks like a fucking spaceship. And you kind of stand by it and you're like, let me take a picture. That's what you fucking do. Same shit with social media and like bodies. You'll be like, everyone's 10% body fat. Oh, I know someone with a better physique than you. Like anytime someone says that shit to me, I'm like, all my friends have better physiques than me. But I'm like, someone who has a better physique than me, and that list doesn't include you. So why the fuck are you talking? You see what I'm saying? But like, when you step out in real life and you got a good shoulder waist ratio, you feel me? Like you got the arms hugging and shit. Like people are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like who is that guy? Like everywhere I go, that shit happens. All right, that's how. Like I said, that's how you know you're on BodyGame. But also, when it comes to, like I said, interactions with women change. All right, whereas it used to be like, okay, I gotta lead with my money, I gotta this, I gotta that. Now they're genuinely more interested, and they have a physical attraction to you that's genuine. All right, like a lot of times, you guys, the concept of trying to force shit, the concept of trying to focus on things you can't control, that's an issue. A lot of times you guys are in, like I always say, these sexless marriages and shit, and you guys, the woman lost genuine desire for you, your wife lost genuine desire for you. You cannot get that. You're not getting, you're not getting that shit back, especially if she stepped out and she's moved on and shit. You're not getting that shit back. So instead of trying to force that and get that back, you need to focus on what you can't control. All right, you focus on what you can control. All right, so same thing with BodyGame. Like if a chick doesn't like you, who cares, bro? That's cool. There's a gajillion other chicks out there. All right, and like the thing is, you have to remain objective when you're analyzing. Like, okay, man, like am I you know, losing the amount of fat I want to lose, what's my body fat percentage, you know, how much muscle mass do I have, how much improvement did I make? You have to really analyze these things, all right? Because it's not really about, oh, what kind of shirts do you wear? Hey, what kind of clothes do you wear? 'Cause people be asking me that shit too. It's like, nigga, I can give you the whole wardrobe. It's all, like I said, it's all $5 shirts, all right? It's how you fit them. It's not the fucking shirt. It's like, what's his name? Abdul Carter tried to unretire Lawrence Taylor's jersey. And Lawrence Taylor was like, bro, it's not the jersey number, nigga. It's like the name on the back makes the jersey number. The jersey number doesn't, you know, make the name on the back, obviously. Like, we know that shit. Like, the jersey number is not going to make you the greatest. It's you making the number the greatest by you being the greatest. So Lawrence Taylor was like, nigga, get your own fucking number and make that shit relevant. You see what I'm saying? Get your number retired. Stop trying to get retired numbers retired. They're already retired because they already did what they need to do. Get your own number, get in your own lane, do what you need to do. All right? Simple shit. Simple shit. But anyways, that's the video for today, man. This course should be live by Friday. Officially, it'll be live by Friday. All right, link will be in the description. Well, it's not gonna be in the description of this video, but it's gonna be in the description of this video in the future when I redo the descriptions. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, y'all have a blessed day. And like I said, man, with this body game shit, stay objective, bro. Stay objective. Stop being like, no, I deserve it. I don't care what you think. I don't like subjectiveness. All right, I do not care how you feel and how you think. That is feminine behavior going based on how you feel. I don't give a fuck, bro. All right. How lean are you, bro? You're 25%. You're 20%, but you think you're 10. Okay. Well, which one's in the real world and which one's in your head? 10%'s in your head. 20%'s in the real world. You're not cracking necks at fucking 20% unless you got a clean cut and you got a lot of mass, like a lot of solid mass, and you store fat in the right places. Which is the thing. People store fat in the right places. It is what it is. But if you don't, you'll look sloppy. Like if you have a shoulder waist ratio with really good chest, you know what I mean, like a huge chest and huge shoulders or some shit like that, or you don't have like good abs, because the midsection is one of the biggest ones. That's one of the biggest ones, because I see people where like they got some decent arms and shit, and they look like they work out, but their stomach is wild, bro. Like their stomach is wild, like 38-inch waist, you know, but good biceps and shit like that. So like if you're not walking outside and you ain't got a good V taper, you know, you're not walking with some aura and shit like that, you don't have like a clean cut, you don't have your look together, then yeah, you're not really on that body game. Like, you guys don't understand that when I say this body game shit, obviously your physique is one thing, but it literally starts the cycle. It starts the cycle of you improving it everywhere else. Because once you get your physique together just by being consistent, you're like, yo, what else can I fucking do? Right? And you start having more confidence because you start walking in the room and you're like, yo, I'm the only lean motherfucker in here. Like that gives you confidence, but then also people coming up to you and complimenting you, and then also people asking you for advice, and then you could actually help them, and then you helping others. All that shit is like, it just gives you aura and it gives you purpose. So then you walk different, and you think different, and you act different, right? And then obviously you dated before body game and you're dating after body game. Those experiences change too. That gives you more confidence too, because now where you've had all negative experiences with dating before body game and after body game, you have all positive experiences, or more positive experiences, what I'm saying. You have more positive experiences. Now you have more confidence in it because you have more success, right? Success, experience, that's what builds confidence. You don't just randomly fucking get confidence from just waking up. You don't wake up with confidence and be like, oh, I can do anything. Like, no, that's not how it fucking works. You consistently execute something, right? Usually it's a lot of failure at first, but then you eventually succeed. And when you succeed, right, you become more confident because you overcame something, right? And you were able to trust in yourself, confide in yourself, and now you trust yourself more. That's where that confidence and shit comes from. So like, you're already on body game, right? You've overcome a lot of shit. You kept promises to yourself. That gives you more self-confidence, all right? You have that self-confidence and you start to go to different situations, do different things, you know, have different interactions. Now you have aura, bro. Like, you're just gonna have a different aura, all right? It is what it is. Now, like, every time I'm having a conversation with a chick, right, if I send her some videos or some shit, like, because sometimes I'm like, you know, let me just knock out this video while I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'll be multitasking, so I'll send a chick like a video or some shit, and then I might be at the gym or whatever, or my gym workout might be done, I might be shirtless, and they're always like, oh my god, I couldn't focus, blah 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 blah. That's that body game effect, man. Like, just imagine if these chicks, like, like some of them have husbands and shit like that. Just imagine if a chick with like a husband, you know, that's out of shape, and then she's you know, the husband messages her shirtless. Like, she's not gonna be turned on by that shit. He's gonna have a hairy chest, with, you know, titties and a big stomach. Like, she's not turned on by that shit, bro. Like, genuine desire is just a thing. Just get over it, bro. Get over the genuine desire shit, and stop just self-proclaiming yourself as body game. Like, the issue is you guys are gonna start working out tomorrow, but you want the results yesterday. It's not how it fucking works. And then people asking like, hey, how long until I get abs? How long until I start to see results? Until, motherfucker. The answer is motherfucking until. All right. Just do what you need to do. Become the person you need to become. The results will come when they do. All right. You wanting 10 months worth of results in like 1 month is not gonna change science. Stop trying to change science. Stop trying to change the market. The market determines your value, and science determines, how long it's going to take you to get your results, right? But consistency and persistence literally means that your market value is always going to go up and that you're always going to get results. All right, simple.